Hello everyone, welcome to Scoreboard Gaming. In today's video, we're gonna look 4 underrated horror games. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe, also, hit the notification button, so let's go straight to the video. Splatterhouse, Wanpaku Graffiti. Splatterhouse is a side-scrolling platformer, developed and published by Namco for the Famicom Disk System. It was released in 1989 and is a spin-off of the Splatterhouse series, known for its gruesome horror themes and arcade-style gameplay. Unlike the mainline Splatterhouse games, Wanpaku Graffiti takes a comical and lighthearted approach to the horror genre. The game features side-scrolling platformer gameplay and retains the familiar Splatterhouse horror theme. Players control Rick, the main character, as he sets out to rescue his girlfriend Jennifer from various supernatural foes and creatures. The gameplay involves defeating enemies with a variety of weapons, including baseball bats, throwing knives, and more. You'll encounter a range of bizarre and humorous monsters inspired by classic horror films and pop culture. Despite its comedic and lighthearted tone, Wanpaku Graffiti retains the grotesque and horror-themed aesthetic that the Splatterhouse series is known for. The game's pixel art and character design are colorful and visually engaging, featuring a blend of horror and humor. The game's story centers around Rick's quest to rescue Jennifer, who has been kidnapped by a malevolent ghost named Great Pumpkin. The plot unfolds through humorous and surreal cutscenes, often poking fun at classic horror tropes. In summary, Splatterhouse, Wanpaku Graffiti is a comical and lighthearted side-scrolling platformer that takes a humorous approach to the horror genre, in contrast to the more gruesome and violent nature of the mainline Splatterhouse series. It's a unique and enjoyable title with a cult following among retro gaming enthusiasts. Nosferatu, The Wrath of Malachi. Nosferatu is a first-person horror action-adventure video game developed and published by Outlast. It was released for Windows in 2003. The game is notable for its survival horror elements, which draw inspiration from classic horror movies. Nosferatu is set in a gothic horror world and is known for its challenging and atmospheric gameplay. Players assume the role of James Patterson, who must rescue his family from the clutches of the vampire Count Malachi. The game's main objective is to explore the vampire's castle, solve puzzles, and confront various supernatural creatures and monsters. One of the distinctive features of the game is its time-based structure. The castle is procedurally generated each time you play, and you have a limited amount of time to rescue your family members before they are sacrificed by the vampire. The time constraint adds tension to the gameplay and encourages strategic decision-making. The game's visual style is inspired by classic horror films and Gothic architecture, creating a dark and foreboding atmosphere. The character and monster designs draw heavily from classic vampire mythology. The game features a haunting and immersive soundtrack that enhances the atmosphere of the game. Sound design plays a crucial role in creating a sense of dread, and players can rely on audio cues to detect the presence of enemies and threats. In summary, Nosferatu, The Wrath of Malachi is a survival horror game known for its atmospheric Gothic setting and challenging gameplay. It offers a unique experience that draws inspiration from classic horror films and remains a noteworthy title for fans of the horror genre. Extermination. Extermination is a survival horror video game developed by Deep Space and published by Sony. It was released for the PS2 in 2001. The game is known for its sci-fi horror theme and survival gameplay. Extermination is set in an Arctic research facility where players take on the role of Dennis Riley, a U.S. Marine who is part of a team sent to investigate the facility after it goes dark. The game features traditional survival horror gameplay with an emphasis on exploration, puzzle solving, and combat. One of the distinctive features of the game is the infection system. Players must monitor Dennis's health, represented by an infection meter. Taking damage from enemies or exposure to hazardous environments can lead to infection. As the infection level rises, Dennis's health and abilities deteriorate, making it more challenging to survive. Players must manage their resources and find ways to counteract infection to stay alive. The game includes a variety of weapons, including pistols, shotguns, and flamethrowers, which are used to combat various mutated creatures and solve environmental puzzles. The enemies in the game are often grotesque and can pose a significant threat to the player. Extermination features dark and atmospheric environments, emphasizing the isolation and tension of the survival horror experience. The game's setting, an isolated Arctic research facility, adds to the sense of dread and foreboding. The narrative of Extermination unfolds as players explore the facility, discover journal entries, and interact with other characters. The game gradually reveals the mystery behind the facility's crisis and the nature of the deadly infection. In summary, Extermination for the PS2 is a survival horror game known for its atmospheric setting, challenging gameplay, and infection system that adds a unique layer of tension to the genre. It remains a noteworthy title in the survival horror genre, offering a distinct and engaging horror experience. Happy Game. Happy Game is a puzzle horror game developed by Amanita Design, the same studio known for the Machinarium and Samaras series. Happy Game takes a departure from their traditional point-and-click adventure games, delivering a more sinister and disturbing experience. It was released for Microsoft Windows and Mac in 2021. Happy Game presents players with a series of surreal and nightmarish puzzles that become progressively more disturbing and challenging as the game unfolds. You control a young boy as he navigates through a distorted and eerie world filled with creepy characters and surreal landscapes. The puzzles often involve environmental interactions, and your objective is to solve them to progress further into the game. The game incorporates a variety of mini-games, optical illusions, and psychological challenges. As you advance, you'll encounter increasingly bizarre and unsettling scenarios, contributing to the game's unsettling and psychological horror atmosphere. The game's art style is distinctive, featuring hand-drawn, cartoonish, and colorful graphics that contrast sharply with the disturbing themes and content. This contrast adds to the game's unsettling and surreal nature. The audio design in Happy Game is an integral part of the experience. The game features eerie and atmospheric soundscapes and unsettling audio cues that enhance the overall sense of dread and discomfort. The narrative in Happy Game is cryptic and open to interpretation. The game's plot is communicated primarily through visual storytelling and environmental cues. As you progress, you'll encounter bizarre characters and scenarios that contribute to the game's nightmarish atmosphere. In summary, Happy Game is a puzzle-based horror adventure that offers a distinctive and surreal gaming experience. It is recognized for its creative and disturbing approach to horror, making it a noteworthy addition to the genre for players looking for a unique and unsettling experience. And that's it for today's video. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thank you so much to watch. I'll see you soon. Bye.